Well, hello, kids.
Hi.
How's school been so far?
Love you. What time does the bell go off?
It's Friday, 7:44, 7:45-ish.
Love you. Have a great day. Love you.
Guys, put on your stuff. You both are obviously cold lunch. Don't forget your computer. I love you.
Bye. Love you.
Who pooped in the poop bin? I can officially tell you guys good morning. It is my kids' third day of school. They started on a Wednesday, today's Friday. And so it's about 9 in the morning. I got some house stuff done this morning. And so my goal today is to get done a sign that I'm making for my mother-in-law. It's her birthday on Sunday. We're gonna go out there tomorrow to kind of hang out with them for a little bit. So the stuff that I ordered from her for her off Amazon should be in today. So I need to run into the store and grab some ingredients to make her some pumpkin bread and then the sign that she sent me a couple weeks ago. I'm like, it's a perfect opportunity to make it and give it to her for her birthday. So I'll show you guys that in just a second. But my mama heart is so happy because my kids are loving school. Last year, I don't know what it was with Dalton. He like starting off the school year, it was really tough for him for whatever reason. And even the first day of school, he was emotional, and he's not a very emotional kid. Like, if you guys can kind of get a sense of like my kids' personalities through the 15-minute videos that I make, Dalton is very like chill, go with the flow, doesn't have a lot of emotion. He's not a big talker. He's just kind of, why is there a cobweb? That's a hair. He's just very chill. And so him being emotional on the first day of school, I kind of chalked it up to like, it is emotional for some kids. It's a big change going from summer back to school, but he had a tough school year, just not really liking school. But this year I really hyped it up, like the couple days. I'm like, I'm so excited for you guys. I can't wait for you to go to school. Like, hyping it up like that because I am excited for them. And so Dalton had a really good first day. I was so happy that he's enjoying school. One of his really good friends is in his class, and so everything is going really good, and I have a really good feeling about this year, which is awesome. So just catching you guys up this morning, I am gonna head into my garage and start on the sign. Slight change of plans. Ew, it stinks. Ew. Brush truck stinks. Okay, that's on my list today. We used to have socks in here. Oh my gosh, he does have he does have socks in here. Ew. So, change of plans. I got looking at my wood that I already have in my shop. The wood, what is happening? Let's just roll the window down. The wood that I have, now it's loud. The wood that I have in my shop is not gonna be big enough, so I'm gonna have to run to Menards to grab a bigger piece of wood. It's early. And what I'm going to do for it, this is the sign that she asked me. This is the sign that she asked me to make for her. And so all the wood that I have is a lot thinner. So while I am out running to Menards, I also thought I might as well just run out and get all of my stuff done, all of my running around done. So that is what I'm gonna do at the moment. But I'm taking brush truck because I need to put the wood in the back. Okay, I'm back for my errands. I ended up going with a 1x12. All the other ones that I had are probably a 1x6, maybe 1x8. But it was just like to here almost, and it just wouldn't give me enough room to do that sign that I showed you earlier. And so I wanted to go with one that was a lot wider. So a 1x12 is usually what I go for if not bigger. Especially, you can do it this way too and cut it, but 1 by 12. And I ended up just going with a, I think this is like 6 feet long. I have to cut this outside. Normally I would cut it with my table saw in my garage, but Brett has the motor to his red 4-wheeler out, and he would freak out if I started cutting and the sawdust would go inside the motor, because parts for it will be in today. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it with the circular saw that I have, but just cut it outside. And really, I know how big that I'm gonna make this sign, so I really just kind of eyeball it for the size that I want, and then on my Cricut I just go by the dimensions of the wood. So I really don't have any like a specific size that I want to do it. I just, like I said, I eyeball it and kind of go with it. Try to fit the font to the wood versus the wood to the font, if that makes any sense. Any sense. I really wanted to use this. It's called celery color. It's very similar to the color of the picture that she sent me. I know she doesn't care about the color, but I know that's like her style. So it was this really pretty, like almost sage color in chalk paint. And it's like, can you see that? Gunky and gross, and I cannot even use it as paint. So my next option to kind of get a greenish color is, I have some chalk paint up here, so I'm gonna try a little bit of white with a tiny bit of this green. This is moss green, so I'm hoping both of these combined will make a pretty color.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.
I'm so happy with how that color turned out. So I started painting it with my tiny little paintbrush because I didn't feel like going in the house to grab a bigger one. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to end up sanding around the edges too, like that's her style. And so I ended up rubbing it on there almost as if it were a stain. So I rubbed it on here, and it's easier to do that with chalk paint because it's thicker. So I rubbed it on there. I'm just waiting for it to dry, and then I will go back once it's dry and like sand the edges by hand, kind of go over the top and then sand around the edges.
We were watching this one person what is it called?
So they were doing a bunch of tricks with a bike,
Oh, you had like an assembly today?
Yeah, and I got a poster.
but
Did anyone
show
else get a
mom
poster?
the picture.
Some other people got a poster?
Yeah.
Look it up on your phone.
Oh, and he signed it. Cool.
What's his name?
Oh, Matt Wilhelm. Cool. So he performed at your school today? Fun.
He says he got 3rd place in X Games.
Wow. How come you got a poster?
You had to cheer very, very loud.
Oh yeah, he had
to
2 people come up to try one of his tricks.
Really? That's cool. Oh my gosh.
What?
That's a lot of powdered sugar. Oh, it looks like a giant onion ring. Dalton got this, and we've tried it one other time. This funnel cake, like mix set for Christmas, I think. Well, every time we make them, they're like a little too oily. He just made them again. Now they're putting like tablespoons of powder. Tablespoons of powdered sugar on these funnel cakes. Look at your funnel cake compared to David's funnel cake.
Because I'm a normal human being.
Right, you're eating powdered sugar. Are you dipping that back in the thing after you lick it?
Oh no.
Ew! Ew!
Is that why it's all clumpy? Is it just full of spit?
Wait, what?
Let's just act like that never happened. It is still the same day. I just changed into comfy clothes. But I did want to show you really quick the sign, how it turned out. It turned out really cute. So I think I'm gonna play it by ear. I guess it really depends on if I have that twine. I'm pretty sure I do. So basically you just tie, like you drill a hole here and on the other side tie a knot and then run the twine through there so it can like hang up here, if you get what I'm saying. So the sign is done. I also ended up grabbing these little Malibu packets. They are not Malibu to drink. Hi baby. It's Malibu hair products and it is for hard water. So her and I are both on well water. We both dye our hair. And so kind of these little packets, we're constantly like swapping hair stuff. And so these little packets are good and it takes like the rust and all the buildup and stuff on your hair that well water. Hello again. Love you. Love you. Little freckles. Are you hungry? Oh, great snack. So these little like hair packets, they remove the residue and buildup and stuff from the well water. So I got her some of those. I also got her, I was gonna get her a different color, but I thought this would be pretty for fall. This sweatshirt, which I might get myself one, but she is a small, so this one would not fit me at all. But this pretty sweatshirt, it has the buttons. I thought this would be cute with like little booties. I'm gonna start on dinner. Dalton and Dalen are kind of doing whatever. I told them too that starting Monday, so today's Friday, it's the weekend, they can kind of do whatever they want. But starting on Monday, I told them I'm gonna make a little schedule, like after school schedule. They need to come home, obviously do their homework, read. I want them to read instead of coming home and like getting straight on Xbox. Now when they do have homework, obviously they cannot turn on anything, not even the TV, until their homework is done. But even next week when they still don't have homework, I want them to come home, read, you know, start to get into a good habit. But these past couple days when we're just kind of getting into the swing of things, I've been pretty lenient on them. They can come home and chill and do whatever. So that is about it. I'm trying a new recipe tonight for dinner. We'll see how it turns out, but I want to make it early because Brett is always starving when he comes home from work, and it's about 4 o'clock. Don't know when he's coming home.
I ran so much today.
In gym or at PE?
Recess. I ran a whole entire lap around the whole, like there's like a huge thing. It's like way bigger than our yard.
Dang.
And I ran that whole entire thing.
Dang.
Also, I pushed people like
You push people?
no, like on the swing.
Oh.
Push people really, really high.
Oh.
Myra was like, she screamed.
So I took my makeup off and threw a hat on because I am outside. Brett got the parts in for his four-wheeler, so I'm gonna kind of hang out in the garage with him for a little bit and help him with whatever he needs help with. So everyone has eaten. It is now kind of a chill evening. Dalton's riding the four-wheeler. Dalen was just riding her scooter in front of the house, which I always stand out there with her, obviously, because we have no like asphalt for them to ride the scooters, bikes, anything like that. So I always have to stand out in the street and like make sure cars aren't gonna go flying by. Okay, I have to talk over here because Brett has the music playing in my garage. So basically the sign that I made, it has like that jute thing on the top. So the picture that Marianne sent me, Brett's mom, it had that on the top. So I knew if I had some, cool. If not, then I will just put a little picture hanger on the back. Well, I do have some, but it's really thin. So I asked Dalton's opinion and Brett, because they were both outside, and Brett thinks that it will work. So he pointed me in the right direction of the right drill bit to use for a hole, because I didn't want it to be too big and have that, it just look awkward with too big of a hole and then that small thin piece of jute. So I'm gonna go in my garage right now and show you what I'm talking about, but I had to explain it out here because he's playing music in there and working on his four-wheeler, and I will get copyrighted if you hear my music. It's just Tyler Childers, that's what we're listening to. So that sign is done. Brett wants to head out to his parents' house for a little bit. He's got to grab like a part or something. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm just tagging along because if I sit here, I'm going to be bored. And Dalton and Dave will be bored. So we're going to head out there. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with pretty much me all day. And I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.